next session of the Human Anatomy series, and today the next topic of my discussion will be upon the Lyon's hypothesis. So today what I'll be discussing is about the Lyon's hypothesis, and this comes under the genetics portion, particularly when we look upon as the genetics of the human. So in the genetics, this Lyon's hypothesis, this has been a very favorite question and a very important from the MCQ's point of view, which has been very frequently asked in the NEET PG entrance exams. So beginning with the Lyon's hypothesis. So students, the name Lyon's has been given just because it was a British geneticist who named Mary Lyon, who thought of this hypothesis, who formulated this hypothesis. And according to this hypothesis, what we have is that when there are two X chromosomes. So students, do remember, whenever in a cell, in the nucleus of a cell, whenever there are two X chromosomes present in a cell, so as in the case of a normal female, as we already know, that when in a cell, whenever there are two X chromosomes, one of the X chromosome is going to get condensed on the nuclear membrane. So students, do remember, whenever, as in the case of a normal cell, what we have is that the normal female cell is going to have two X chromosomes. So whenever there are two X chromosome in a cell, one of the X chromosome is going to get condensed and it is going to cling and attach to the nuclear membrane. So students, this condensed or the inactivated X chromosome, it is called as the Barr body. So students, mammalian cells with more than one X chromosomes, one of the X chromosome is genetically inactive. Only one of the X chromosome is going to be genetically active, and the other X chromosome is either from the maternal or from the paternal origin is going to become inactive, and it goes and gets condensed in the form of a darkly staining body, becomes inactive, and it goes and clings and attaches to the nuclear membrane, and this inactivated X chromosome is called as the Barr body, which is going to have a drumstick appearance. So students, the most frequently and the very commonly asked questions in the various NEET PG entrance examinations, it is about the phase of the cell cycle in which these Barr bodies can be observed. So these inactivated X chromosomes, which are going to attach to the nuclear membrane, it is going to have a darkly staining appearance, and the phase of the cell cycle where it is mostly seen, it is about in the interphase stage of the cell cycle. That is, in the entire stages of the cell cycle, it is in the interphase stage that this Barr body is going to be very prominently seen. So students, do remember, this Barr body, the presence or absence of this Barr body is going to help us in ascertaining about the sex of the individual. So whatever the fetus, whatever the cell, whatever the embryo is developing in the fetus, is developing in the womb, it is due to, if we observe at the cell, what we find is that the presence or the absence of the Barr body is going to help us to ascertain about the sex of the individual. So if there is the presence of a Barr body, it means that the offspring what is getting formed in the womb, it is the female. Whereas if no Barr bodies are present, it directly means that the offspring, the male, there is going to be the birth of a male child, because in the cells what we are finding is that there is no Barr body. So moving on, the process of this X chromosome inactivation, it is mostly referred to as the Lyonization process. So students, do remember that whenever there are two X chromosome in a cell, in a mammalian cell, one of the X chromosome is going to get inactivated, and this inactivated X chromosome is called as the Barr body, and it is having a drumstick appearance. It is mostly seen, prominently seen in the interphase phase of the cell cycle, and the process of this X chromosome inactivation, it is called as the process of lyonization. So students, do remember, this Barr body helps us in ascertaining about the sex of the individual, whether it is a male child or a female child, and the absence of the Barr body indicates that the patient has only one X chromosomes. So students, do remember, if there is an absence of a Barr body, there is presence of only one X chromosomes, which directly implies that either it is a normal male child that is having the genetic constitution of X and Y, or it is a Turner syndrome having the genetic constitution of XO, X0. So students, do remember, the nuclei of cells in females, that is XX, contains a darkly staining Barr body that is not present in the nuclei of the males. So students, this was a short discussion about the Lyon's hypothesis. Hope you are getting, you have just made the concept. I've tried my level best to explain. So students, if you do like my video, don't forget to subscribe my channel and do press the bell icon so that you can be further updated for the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.